Welcome to Real Truth Real Quick. My name is Adam Torno, joined as always by Todd Wagner.
Your mentor.
My mentor, that's exactly right. So good, because that's the question.
Friends. Hello, mentees.
That's the question today. How can I find a mentor,
I'm
Todd?
not your mentor, and I probably don't need to be yours. But should you have a mentor? You want to find a mentor, read Odysseus by Homer.
Okay.
You know why I say that?
No.
Because
Why?
that's who mentor is. He was it's an actual name in the Greek of a guy that tutored young Telemachus, which is more information than you wanted. But let me just say this to you. It's something we've drawn across from that particular work in literature to our world today, to where we're like, I need a wise and trusted counselor.
Yeah.
All right? And so I think it's really confusing. And it frankly, it's something that's been abused. All right? I think when someone comes up and says to me, I want to find a mentor, I just want to ask them why. And I mean, is there anything wrong with wanting a wise and trusted counselor? Of course not. Okay? But I just want to start with this. Don't try and find somebody who's going to do your work for you. Okay? Somebody who is going to be wise so you can just sit there and have them tell you what to do. The greatest teachers teach you how to think and how to equip yourself, all right? In fact, I'll say this. All of us ought to be, hopefully, as we grow in our faith, a wise and trusted counselors to everybody that we meet, and not just one individual, okay? But there is kind of the classic verse that could maybe apply to mentorship, but I like the word discipleship more, okay? Is these things which you've heard from me in the presence of, watch this, many witnesses. These entrust to faithful men who do the work they should do, and will be able to teach others also, okay? And so I just think that sometimes when people are looking for a mentor, they're looking for somebody who's going to give them a shortcut. I also think sometimes people are looking for a father figure, or maybe they're looking for somebody that will even tell them the questions they should be asking.
Yep.
And I would say all those are unhealthy reasons to have a mentor. God calls you to be a part of a family. That's what the church is. It's a community of saints. And not just to find one person that you can meet with in isolation. In fact, sometimes, well, the scripture says this, he who isolates himself, even with one other person, seeks his own desire. And he quarrels against all sound wisdom. We've talked a lot about counseling in here. And some people pay literally for a mentor, a wise person who will counsel them. And that's just not a great arrangement, okay, because of what happens there. I mean, please go listen to that. Yeah. Seeking counsel is wise, but wise men seek the counsel of a multitude of people. And what they don't do is say, I want you to make and mark me as special and meet with me in a unique way. What you want to do is find somebody who's wise, and you learn from them, and you be thoughtful about the questions that you have that you believe that person could serve you in. And then to honor that person's time in advance, you say, I'd like to meet with you. And here's specific things that I would love to hear your perspective on, and then even go further. I'll bring 4 or 5 people with me that I'm sharing life with, and we can hold each other accountable to the suggestions that you make, and we can multiply the use of your time. And one step further, when I come, we'll only come and we'll come for 30 minutes. And then when we're done, if you don't believe it's a valuable use of your time to keep pouring into us, we'll leave, and we'll only stay if you invite us to stay, okay? So I would tell people it's wise to seek mentoring more than it is a mentor, because too many young people, in fact, I think, Adam, I heard you say something a while back about this, in almost a joking kind of a way. Do you remember what you said about some people who...
that a lot of times it's kind of what you're talking about there. What do you mean when you say mentor? Sometimes you want somebody to help you process a decision. Yeah. Sometimes I think what we really want is somebody to sit there and ask us questions about our life and tell us how great we are.
And tell us how great we are, right. Or that they're going to then make it their life goal to make us great, because that's what great mentors do. Great mentors don't make you great. Great mentors counsel you greatly. And I would tell you that seeking counsel in isolation is not a great idea, and asking somebody else to do the work for you isn't great. But I will say this is true. People that are really excellent and gifted in some areas, they want to share their wisdom with others. If they've written a book that you've heard something about, you don't want to go meet with that person so you can impress your friends that you met with that person one-on-one. Read their book. right? Let them mentor you through the resources that are already out there in the presence of many witnesses. If there's something in it that struck you or you were confused by, okay, don't even bother that guy yet. Ask 3 or 4 friends, what do you think they meant by that, okay? And then if none of you know, maybe the 5 of you can say, hey, we got stuck on this. Could you bring some clarification to us, or is there someplace else we can read that would sharpen us still more? So I love the fact that people want to learn. We are to be disciples, which means a learner. But that doesn't mean I want to find one person who's going to be responsible for my learning. Be really careful that you're not asking somebody else to do your work for you.
Great answer, Todd. Thank you so much. Check the show notes out for some other helpful resources. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you again next week.